Hey everyone. I thought, as we're saying so long to Year 2 of Destiny, that it would be fitting to end with a video of King's Fall. This last week was a unique one as far as the raid was concerned, as all 3 challenge modes were active to give any last-minute calcified fragment seekers a final chance to collect them. While I personally didn't need them, I also couldn't pass up the opportunity to tackle all the challenges at once. This run was done with an LFG group, as most of my raids have been, and we had a very smooth run overall, including some quick knockouts of the challenges themselves. And as someone who primarily does the raids with pickup groups and random players, it's been an interesting final polling as far as what people's opinions of this raid were. I think most players, myself included, loved the raid. I feel this one is definitely near the top, just below Vault of Glass. And not by that much. I think nostalgia for Year 1 is still pretty strong, so it's going to be hard for any raid after VOG to kind of take the top of the leaderboard for some of the Day 1 Destiny players. I guess we'll have to wait for the day that they finally bring those old raids up to the soon-to-be current light levels of Rise of Iron, which I still firmly believe is going to happen. Probably the April update for next year or something along those lines. There's no real reason for them not to, with Destiny 2 coming after that, to probably wipe the slate clean and start things on a new path. But back to King's Fall. The consensus was that it was heavy on the mechanics, heavy on teamwork, actually relying on it for most of the party to stay alive if you wanted to have the best chance of completing each section. Of course, normal mode was more forgiving, people found workarounds, and some were able to carry others through it. There's always going to be ways, but it was still a raid that required communication in some form to succeed. The addition of the challenges for each boss kind of amplified that, especially considering that some of them were impossible to do without your entire team making it through. Of course, over time that got easier as well, but some groups I was part of still had trouble. This last week was further proof of that, with several wipes on challenges, but I think a lot of that could be put on players that were looking to finish their moments of triumph, and perhaps hadn't raided as much as others. I also had the opposite experience as well, breezing through some of the runs, like the one you're watching here. Groups like this, we found it too easy. But the same people that thought challenges were easy also hated jumping puzzles, ironically, so there's always going to be something. I actually hope to see more of them, to be honest, but my big hope is that this new raid doesn't dumb things down too much, to the point of it just being about firepower and higher light levels, which is kind of what my takeaway is from the info that's out there, but we will see. Even that would be okay, I suppose, so long as it's still fun and interesting to go through, but I'd still prefer the idea of teamwork and knowledge of the mechanics to be the deciding factor. That being said, I'm absolutely excited for it, and to see what Wrath of the Machine plays like. But, in the meantime, thank you very much for watching and listening to me ramble, and I hope to see all of you in Rise of Iron. Take care for now, and enjoy the rest of the video.